Well, it's exciting for sure. It's been a lot of months of planning this event. It's a big pillar event for the NASCAR schedule, the 10th year of Throwback Weekend. So our team's been working hard for a number of months, putting our schedule together, putting our fan activities together. And for me, it's just been exciting to work alongside them, help talk about things that we want to do for the fans, plan out all the different activities from the throwback parade to everything we've got planned on Sunday with different legends coming in, tying it into our theme of grassroots racing and celebrating our roots. We've been out visiting different local short tracks, whether it's Florence Motor Speedway, Dillon, Lakeview here locally. So just a lot of effort, a lot of time spent getting ready. And for me, it's just exciting to have the opportunity to lead the team here at this historic facility with so much history. It's unique, it's cool, it's fun, and I'm really looking forward to the Goodyear 400 getting here on Sunday, May 12th. Kerry and I probably touch base every couple of weeks, if not more often. I actually talked to him yesterday. He's been a great resource for me. He still lives here in Darlington, so a lot of times it's, hey, do you have a contact number for this person? And he's always willing to help out. And been able to call him up, ask him a little bit of advice here and there. Hey, who did you go to on this, or what was your how did you handle this? So he's been a great resource, and just even within our company, we've got a lot of good resources as well. So it's been great. Kerry will be here around the weekend. We're excited to have him back, and he's certainly been a big supporter of mine transitioning into this role. I'm trying to pace myself. It's going to be a long week, but it's this is what we work for. It's the you put all these long hours in for months at a time, putting everything together, and then it kind of comes and goes pretty quick. So it's a matter of just taking the time to really enjoy it, making sure everybody that's here to support us has what they need, and really just looking forward to seeing our fans here. Friday night for the truck race, then followed up Saturday afternoon. We got the throwback parade, and then to cap it off with the Goodyear 400. Somebody's going to lock themselves into a playoff spot, which is great on Sunday. So I think once that checkered flag or the green flag falls to begin the race, I'll probably be able to take a deep breath, get around, see a lot of people that are here to support us, and then can't wait to present that trophy in victory lane for the Goodyear 400. As we started thinking about a theme for this year's Throwback Weekend, like I said, it's the 10th year of Throwback Weekend, so wanted to look at how do we tie in a good storyline, good roots story. And every driver, every competitor has a story of how they got to where they are right now, whether that's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, or the Cup Series. So being able to tell those stories, but then also looking deeper and telling fan stories. So mine personally is more of in the mid-90s, early mid-90s, I started going to races at Talladega. Went there every year through 2001, and then went and explored my career, got into sports, doing some other things. But I had the opportunity in 2012 to return to Talladega as director of ticketing, and that really kind of put me at home, so to speak. I remember going there when all the towers were being built year over year, seeing a lot of great races. And so that kind of got me into the sport to begin with. And so going back there, spending 4.5 great years, getting started with NASCAR family, working at the track, and then I transitioned to Daytona in 2017. Had a great opportunity to work on so many different events, the Daytona 500, the Rolex 24, so many marquee events in the motorsports world. And then coming here last year in January to join the team under Kerry was a great opportunity and honor, and certainly I'm thrilled to be in the position I'm in now. Take great pride in the history that we have here, celebrating that, honoring that, and really just looking forward to having a great weekend where fans can come back, feel that nostalgia of being here at Darlington and celebrating NASCAR and what it really means to our sport. So first of all, the size. Being Talladega was close to my home in Alabama or in Mississippi, so that was the reason we went there a lot. And first and foremost, the size of that facility, kind of as a kid, it's really awe-inspiring. And then just the speed, the exhilaration of watching those drivers back in the mid to early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, really just captivated. You cannot beat the smell, the sensory experience of being at a NASCAR race, and that goes for me all the way back to when I was a kid, and it's carried through every year. And still, when the cars roll out on the track or the trucks roll out on Friday night, I still get goosebumps, and It's just a feeling that you can't describe without being here and seeing it, smelling it, hearing it. And it's just one of the best experiences, in my opinion, for somebody to do, bring their family out, really have a great time here at the racetrack. It's certainly an honor and something I don't take lightly. I know just personally, those 3 tracks all mean something to me. I had a chance to go to one race as a kid in Daytona. It was the 2001 summer race down there, and again, another one that kind of just increased that fandom, just being there for that big moment when Dale Jr. won. And so there's so much history at all 3 tracks, but it's a unique history, each to their own. Talladega being built in 1969 as a bigger, wider, faster, Daytona style track. All the legendary history of Daytona prior to Daytona International Speedway being built, the beach racing, the formation of NASCAR at the Streamline Hotel. There's so much history ingrained in Daytona, and that's just through motorsports as a whole. Like NASCAR certainly has the biggest impact, but there's so many other forms of motorsports that race in Daytona, and to have had an opportunity to be involved with that was a really neat experience. And then taking that and coming here to our original super speedway in NASCAR right here in Darlington has been such a treat. I learned something new, it seems like, every day. We have a great museum here with a lot of histories, just going through, looking at old pictures and photos. Even something as unique as, this track had a pedestrian bridge going over the track at one time, which I think is just, to think about that feat way back in the 50s is really cool. So there's so much history, so much tradition, and I think that's what, for me, just kind of keeps me motivated every day. There's a long legacy here of great leaders, great people that have worked at Darlington Raceway, have upheld a standard from a fan experience and honoring the tradition and those that have paved the way in this sport. So that gets me excited, keeps me motivated, and something that our team really takes pride in continuing year after year.